I went ahead and did the first half of the braid for the tutorial. But how you're going to want to start this braid is by putting the hair in a ponytail. You're going to want it mid-height, not too high, because if you put it too high, you're not going to be able to see the butterfly. So go ahead and put it in the ponytail, and then you're going to split the ponytail in half vertical. And then you're going to split it again, but this time not quite in half. You want the bottom to be a little bit smaller than the top, because the bottom part of the wing is a little bit smaller on a butterfly. And I'm just going to pin this for a second so that I can pin all of this. Okay. Now to start this braid, go ahead and go to the very top center of your braid. Of your ponytail, sorry. And you're going to take a little section of hair and you're going to split this in three, just like you would a 3-strand braid. And you're going to be doing a lace braid, which means you're only going to add hair from one side. In this case, you're going to add hair on the inside. So the outside you cross over. I'm going to do the first couple steps. Then I'm going to go cross over, and then when I cross under, when I cross over from the inside, I'm going to add a little tiny piece of hair. And I'm going to be holding this up because I want the braid to go up and around to form the butterfly wing shape. So every time I cross the top over, I'm not going to add any hair. But when I cross the bottom over, I'm going to add a piece. And just continue holding it up for as far as you want it to go up. And the hardest part of this braid is the shaping. The length that you hold your braid out determines where the braid is going to sit, basically, if that makes any sense. So when you want it to get taller, you let these sections be a little bit longer. Your sections, when you start noticing that you're going to start needing to run out of hair to end the section, you can start taking thicker sections. You're not going to be able to tell in the long run. And now I'm just going to finish this off all the way to the ends with a 3-strand braid. Now I'm going to take a pin and clip this out of the way so that I can work on the next wing section. And clip those out. Now this section is going to be very similar to the top, except you're just going to take smaller sections of hair when you add it in. You're going to do the same thing, split it in 3, and you want to hold the braid up as you go at first. Add really little sections in. Sections that I add in are going to get a little thicker as I go because I can notice that I need to start running out of hair. And then, as with the first one, just braid all the way to the ends. Now I'm going to go through and unclip everything. And now is the fun part. What you're going to do is take one of the bottom sections, or top rather, and you're going to wind it around, kind of hold it out where you want it to sit, and then wind the rest of the braid around the ponytail. When you get to the ends, just go ahead and pin that down. And then you go over to the other side and you do the same thing. Make sure it doesn't catch onto that one. Wind it around and then pin it. Okay, and now you're going to do the same thing with one of these. You can kind of pull it tighter so that it kind of sits out more. I think it looks kind of pretty like that. Pin it. And then with this one, we're going to go ahead and pin it all the way down to the bottom of this whole thing. And pin it to the base. And now for the body, you're going to take it all the way up and across. And then you're going to pin it down up against the head, up at the top. Now unbraid this, the end. And you're going to split it in two to make the little antennas, and you can twist them, and kind of arch them. And it helps too if you use a little bit of hairspray to kind of keep it in place. And there's your butterfly.